for an evening ride, afternoon ride. I don't know if you guys saw that, but back there at the gas station, homie was riding his Sporty and he's got his little dog strapped to the front. Oh, that's great. Oh boy. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's a good looking Sporty too, actually. Brand spanking new. Alright, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome to beautiful sunny Santa Barbara. We are here doing another installation in the motovlog series, and finally we are getting the chance to talk and review a little bit of some of the different bits and pieces that we have got on the bike now. So I want to do kind of a full, I'm not going to say in depth, but we're going to do a full review on everything that's on the bike currently. We're going to do a full kind of walk around of the bike so that everyone that is not up to date with all of the installation videos can go ahead and see everything that we've done. That way you're all up to speed before we start talking about different stuff. I'm going to do brief reviews on almost everything, but for the most part, the biggest thing that I want to focus on for this video is what everyone cares about the most and should care about the most, is the internals of the bike. So we're going to focus mostly on that lovely sound, the TBR exhaust and the stage 2 cam, because I know that that's what most people are interested in. Different bike builds and stuff is what it performs like, you know. I mean, looks and aesthetic stuff, that's all up to the individual, but you know, when it comes to performance, that's what everyone I know is very, very interested in, especially when it comes to bikes like the Lowrider S. So we're gonna hop into that in just a minute. I'm gonna find a nice spot here for us to be able to pull up and kind of take a quick peek and everything, but yeah, we're just gonna keep cruising around here until we find that spot. So I will check back in with you guys when we figure that out. Give me just a second. This is the most frustrating part of motovlogs, is when you're trying to get cool content and good, like, actual riding content. Traffic happens. Tunnel bomb. Dog watch. Cute dog. Great news, I saw a dog today. Did you see a dog?
Good news. I saw a dog today. Have you seen a dog? You probably have.
Lights take forever when you've got places to go. I apologize for that. Apologize for what your ears just had to go through. Cute dog. If you're not going to drop a like for me, at least drop a like for the dog. I mean, come on. Who doesn't drop likes for dogs? What kind of person are you? Alrighty guys, so we're about to pull up to the spot here. As you can see, I know how to pick them. And yeah, we'll hop off the bike and we'll show you guys around a little bit. Alright guys, so here she is. 2020 Lowrider S. Giving you guys the full kind of walk around on everything that we've done so far. So we're gonna start back here at the back. This is one of the most recent updates. Saddlebags from Leather Pro. These things are amazing. They're expandable, quick detach, really easy to use. Honestly, they fit everything that me and my girlfriend need every time we go riding, so no complaints about those. TBR exhaust, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but all the way down here we got the Screaming Eagle badge on there for the 114 stage 2. Now that's what I want to do more of a review on with this video. That's obviously, I know, one of the big things that you guys are most interested in. Also, Arlen-S Big Sucker air cleaner. That's going to get a new cover. Up front here, you can see we've got some new controls, which are pretty nice. Moon's headlight install. That is actually going to be the next install video that's going on. Obviously, Memphis Shades fairing, you can see there. And then the bunking crash bar. I went ahead and added a little bit of grip tape to this. I don't know if you guys can see that when I'm on longer rides and stuff. It basically serves as forward controls for me too. And the grip tape just kind of helps keep your feet in place. Now, another one of the parts to one of the videos that I was planning on doing, we relocated the gauges up top. I did shoot some footage of that, but it's not the best. I don't love it. So, let me know. Drop a comment. If you guys are interested in seeing the video for how we did the relocation for the gauges, let me know. And then here is one of my favorite little tech pieces. This is the quad lock mount. So you guys can see I have both the wireless charging unit and this is the shock absorber. So you guys, if you're having issues with your phone kind of absorbing shocks and stuff like that, definitely give that a look. It'll save your camera, especially if you're using an iPhone. Other than that, pretty standard. You got the Saddleman seat, some nice new controls on there as you guys have already seen. That's pretty much the walk around, so we're gonna get to actually ride it now and we'll get into the full review. So here we go. Alrighty guys, so here we go. We are taking off. So updates on the bike. I've been really excited to do this video for a really long time because obviously we've been doing all kinds of stuff with this bike, but we haven't gotten a chance to do reviews on anything. So I'm hoping that the sound quality on everything's gonna be good. It's a little windy today. Oof, traffic is rough, so we'll probably stay off the highway too. So let's see, I am going to work my way. I think we'll do back to front. We'll end with the exciting stuff. So starting from the back end, the saddlebags, like I said, they're great. They, keep everything where it's supposed to be. No complaints there. Like I said, they're expandable. They hold more stuff than a lot of like big bagger bags. They're super easy to take everything on and off. I love bits and pieces like that are modular. Easy to, transform different pieces to suit my needs for a different day. Ask anyone, Decisions and me, we don't really get along. We also got the Moon's tail light back there. The really nice thing about that, besides how nice it cleans up the back end of the bike, is the modulating brake signal. Now, I've actually had friends that I've been riding with on group rides ask me about it specifically because they're like, where can I get one of those? I think as a rider, you kind of understand that anything that you can do to make yourself more visible is going to be way, way better and a bigger improvement. Oh no! Ah! The traffic! Wow. I'm gonna, you know what? Screw this. We're getting off here. This is ridiculous. Goodbye. Oh my god, that took me 2 minutes to go 500 feet. Yuck. So back onto the bike now. Up front we have got the gauge relocation. Now, why would you do that? Besides the fact that I actually just like the way that it looks, safety for me is a big thing. I hate having to like look down like this to check my gauge cluster if I ever need to. Obviously, once you ride the bike enough, you don't really need it. You can just kind of hear the engine and feel it, but it's really nice to have when I need to take a quick peek at the gauges. It's right there, the gauge cluster, all that good stuff. It's like, it's right below my eye level, which is really nice. And that kind of brings me to the next piece, which is the Memphis Shades fairing. So probably my favorite fairing out of all of the different looks for these bikes. I have the 13-inch smoked windshield on here. It's the perfect height for me because it kind of hits me like right at that eye line too, so it's not, not too high to where I can't see over it in the dark, but it's also giving me enough protection that it's actually there. So that brings me to the final piece of the new installs, and you know, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. So this is the Stage 2 cam from Harley Davidson and the new pipe. Now, take this with a grain of salt, because I know that there are better cams and better parts out there than what you can get from Harley Davidson. That being said, if you are on the fence about doing a Stage 1 upgrade or a Stage 2 upgrade for this bike, but you want to stay within warranty like I did, that's the reason I did HD parts for now, do the Stage 2. Oh my goodness, you guys. It absolutely wakes this bike up, and it feels like, you know, it feels like it should. You know, the 114 is great, but just listen to that sound, man. It pulls now, and I love this pipe too. This pipe from TBR is perfect, man. It's loud when you want it to be, but it actually idles decently quietly, so it's not like super duper obnoxious. For the price that you're paying for it too, it's really hard to beat this thing. I mean, pretty much everything that I would compare it to is going to be almost double the price. So I think TBR have smashed it with this one. I know everyone's rocking the Comp S. You know, that's the typical one that a lot of guys are going with. I really like the turnout just because it's a little bit different in both look and sound than the Comp S, and it gives the bike a little bit more of that unique feel. You know, everyone and their mom is running that Comp S TBR, so I just felt like going with the turnout was going to give it a little bit more personality, a little bit more uniqueness. No, I did not copy Blockhead. I know that's what you guys are thinking right now, but I do really like this pipe. I think it's the perfect complement to this bike. It keeps the sporty look to it and keeps everything, you know, sounding more like a Harley should. So went down to my local dealership to get all that done when I had my 1,000-mile service appointment, which was, you know, no problem for those guys. It's only, what was it? They didn't charge me that much more than what I would have been paying for a Stage 1 upgrade anyway. I think they might have had some kind of special deal going on when I did it or whatever, but I feel like for the money, going back to what we were talking about with Stage 1 versus Stage 2, Stage 2 is the way to go. I think if you're really interested in getting this bike to feel like it should have out of the factory and perform the way that it should, I think you gotta do it. I think you gotta put the Stage 2 in, because the Stage 1, you know, you get the sound, but you're missing out on these new Milwaukee 8s, the 114 especially. You know, I mean, you need to get that cam in there to really kind of wake it up. And it's, you know, it's a mean bike now. It pulls and it feels really, really good. I'm gonna drop back off of these guys a little bit so we can actually go around some of these corners and you guys can really hear it open up. But like I said, I know you guys are gonna say, oh well, it's a Harley Davidson cam, it's not, you know, you guys can get way more power with this and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I know, trust me, I get it, I agree with you, and I promise you that is all coming. I want to do a full build on this thing, but for now, as you can see, it gives you some power for sure. So like I said, I know the aftermarket's going to be better. You know, it's going to treat you better than HD is going to when it comes to this kind of stuff, especially for the money. But I wanted to stay within warranty, at least for the first little bit. You know, this is the first brand new bike I've ever had, so I wanted to, you know, make sure I got my money's worth. But trust me, I'm planning on doing all kinds of fun stuff. As far as if you are thinking about going HD, as far as the torque versus horsepower cam is concerned, it really depends on how you ride. Now, I don't find myself typically just always banging up the highway. That's more what your horsepower cam is going to be for. If you find yourself on the highway doing, you know, high speeds and you need to pass a truck or something like that, it's nice to have those, you know, that high-end torque, or the high, I guess I shouldn't confuse the terms, but the high-end power whereas the torque cam brings it in a little bit lower, which I feel like is going to be more accessible for most people most of the time. Now, the reason, you know, practical application of this, even if you're not riding like super hard, is, okay, let's say right here, right? We're coming into a corner and, okay, well, it's gonna be a little bit harder to demonstrate this going downhill, but let's say we come into a corner, right, and we forget to downshift, or we don't get a chance to, or, you know, whatever's going on there, and all of a sudden now, okay, I need to get back on it, but it's there, the power's there. With the torque cam there, your power is right there, accessible to you when you want to hit it. And you know, that's what makes these bikes fun, right? You want to feel this quick acceleration, you want to feel like you're going, you know. I don't know, going super fast on the highway and stuff, you know, is fine, but until I do a bigger motor build, I'm not as worried about it as like the practical everyday application of just going and ripping and having fun, you know. So that's my 2 cents on the Stage 2 kit. That's the main thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about with this video for sure. I feel like it was probably the most important thing to talk about with this bike. But either way, I've been super excited to kind of give you guys my thoughts and reviews on kind of all the different updates that we've been doing. If you guys are interested in more reviews, or more in-depth reviews, I should say, about different bits and bobs and this and that, definitely let me know. Drop a comment, drop a like, whatever it is that you want to see. I can definitely review different pieces for you. And like I said too, guys, this bike is nowhere near done. I still have plenty of upgrades in mind for it. I still have plenty of updates that are going to be coming your guys' way, so stay tuned for that. The project continues, and I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing a little bit of what the lowrider can do. So we're gonna hop off here in just a minute. We're about to cruise on down over here to the Mission. You guys can see this. It's one of the prettiest areas in town. Man, it is hard to beat that view. And look at that. Whew! That is just too pretty. But either way, guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a comment, drop a like, all of that good YouTube stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Later!